As Christmas approaches, our calendars and diaries begin to fill up with dates, arrangements, commitments, and traditions. Every year there are so many things to remember: work, school, giving appeals, secret Santas, nativities, church events, all sorts of things. One of my favourite events of the whole Christmas season is the Festival of Nine Lessons and Carols, or as we knew it in Stewartstown, where I grew up, the GB display. Our house would be a hive of activity on that night as myself and both of my sisters got ready to leave the house. Hair combed, white gutties or your school shoes shining, uniforms really tidy, looking really neat. We would each have a wrapped present clasped in our hands. A gift labelled for a lady or a gentleman, which would be distributed to one of the local nursing homes over Advent.
No one gets an unwrapped present on my watch!
As we arrived at church, these gifts would be placed really carefully into a big cardboard box covered in wrapping paper, and then we would file into one of the long pews already filled with girls, watched over carefully by some of the leaders. I was a member of GB for 15 years, and every year I grew to love the service more and more. The readings became familiar. I had favourites, and as I got older, I occasionally read some of the lessons. But the thing that really made the service for me every year was the music, the beautiful words, the quiet verses, the joyous, uplifting anthems resounding from the organ, voices in unison praising God with every breath they took. I always really loved the loud ones. Even as a small child, they were always my favourites, and my particular love was Joy to the World. Full of energy and glorious worship from the very first bar, it creates images of the whole physical and natural world rising up to welcome God. It reminded me of a verse in Isaiah which says, "You will go out with joy and be led forth in peace. The mountains and the hills will burst into song before you, and all the trees in the fields will clap their hands." I particularly love a line from the first verse of this song, which says, "Let every heart prepare him room." In the midst of the joy-filled welcome of Jesus, of all nature rejoicing, of trees clapping their hands, of secret Santas and full schedules, I need to ready myself for the birth of Christ, for the miracle of our God coming into a grubby outhouse on our tiny earth. I pray this Christmas we would all see the glories of His righteousness and the wonders of His love. Merry Christmas.